As Paul says, the falling away of the church must come first for the man of sin to be revealed. And this is what we see. The apostasy in the church is a key element to the rise of the Antichrist. Just think about that for a moment. It's an integral component to the revealing of the Son of Perdition, that the church first fall away. The apostasy is symbolized by spiritual adultery. God clearly warns us at Sinai, Mount Sinai, that you shall not commit adultery or have any other gods before me. This is one of the interpretations of the abomination standing in the holy place, the church being the true temple of God, setting up an idol and worshipping a foreign god. So just very simply here, we have a picture which shows the two sides of the false gospel. And this is a big part of the apostasy that's creeping into the church. On the one hand, you've got legalism, which is all about what I can achieve. And on the other hand, you've got indulgence, which is all about what I can indulge in. If the gospel we believe is grounded on this, self-elevation, then it is a false gospel. Because the only true gospel that has been here through the ages is not grounded on self. It is founded on Jesus Christ, to be reconciled to God and saved from his wrath through Jesus' death and resurrection. Anything less than Christ alone is a false gospel on his finished work. And the love of God becomes the center of our lives, not the love of ourselves, not the love of our achievement, not the love of our indulgences in the flesh and experiences and signs and wonders, what we can get out of it as some kind of vending machine. That is not the way we're coming. We fear the Lord and we want to make him number one in our lives because we love him and because he set us free by his grace. So this false gospel is antichrist, it is inverted, it does undermine the true power of the gospel itself, and it follows the patterns of this world. And we are seeing these many, many false doctrines sabotaging true Christianity. So as we walk through what we're seeing in this day and age, we're really faced with only two options. What is the spirit of truth and the spirit of error? Now, the signs of the spirit of truth, as Jesus says, when we follow him, we are to love God and love one another. In loving God, we seek to give him glory. We seek his will first. We seek his ways. We abide in the doctrine of Christ. We abide in Jesus, in the true vine. And we also, by extension, seek to love each other. We want to. We have these new desires by the Spirit that now dwells within us, just as Jesus said. And of course, on the opposite side, the spirit of error will undermine God. It will not seek his ways. It will look to make its own way. And it will love itself above others. So this is why we need discernment between what is the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
Today, what is it in this church? A betrayal. They're getting documents. They're going to try to have well, now, you just keep this on your mind. They're going to have a confederation of churches. The churches of Christ of America has already confederated with all the churches, and they're going to have a band here someday that'll shut out to fight communism, which will hook up with Catholicism, with the Protestant church and the Catholic church together, and the interdenominations who stand out for the truth and get away from that dogma that they've got will be persecuted. The mark of the beast, the seal of God. The showdown will soon come. confederate the churches and try to make Christianity one unit. And the Bible says in Revelations that He give His power and everything, and He made an image unto the beast and exercised all the power the beast did before Him. Sure it is. Wish we had time to hook Revelations in this thing, but we haven't. See, to see where it's at. You're right here in the end of time, brother. We're at the end of the age. And brother, if that's not in there, you'll be deceived as sure as the world, because it'll look so nice. You'll say, now, it's communism made for the world. Well, let us make another agreement and bring all the Christianize the world back, and it looks so good that people will jump into it.